Good morning, you guys. Welcome to a moving vlog. I don't know if this is just gonna be one video, it might be two, but I'm finally saying goodbye to this beautiful space that I've called home for over 4 years now. I've definitely accumulated a lot of stuff in this apartment. Also inherited many things from other people who have lived in this apartment with me in the past. So there's a lot to deal with. Last weekend we took a lot of stuff upstate where our primary houses that we're working on renovating, but we are downsizing to a smaller spot in the city. This apartment that I've been living in has been a 3-bedroom apartment in Brooklyn in a more affordable neighborhood. It's honestly not very affordable anymore. It was a lot more affordable when I moved here initially, and I've always had this bigger space because I used to run my business out of this apartment. I still do in some ways, but I don't hold all of our inventory here anymore. So we really just don't need this much space anymore. We're moving to a 1-bedroom in a new neighborhood. I'm so excited for the first time in my life in New York to be living where my friends live. I'm gonna sit you down and talk about that a little bit more. So yes, in my 8 years of New York, I've always been like the odd one out of all my friends who just can't afford to live in the nicer neighborhood. I probably could afford to move to the nicer neighborhood a couple years ago now, but I didn't because I had the goals of buying a place, so I wanted to keep my cheaper rent, and I'm really glad that I did that. And then somehow this place fell into my lap, and it is smaller, but I think it's still super nice, and we're not increasing our rent at all. And I know they're increasing the rent of this place for the new tenant quite a lot. Somehow that was manifested, as some would say, and it's just all kind of worked out. I am very thankful that I saved the money by living in the not as cool neighborhood for these 8 years. So I just wanted to chat about that for a bit. If any of you guys are kind of in that same place, there's absolutely nothing wrong with where I live at all. Where we're moving to cuts off a lot of our commute to upstate. It's right by where my partner has a photo studio, and also right by where a lot of his jobs are, where almost all of our friends live. It's where we go to socialize, and yeah, I'm super excited. And we're gonna have our own outdoor space in New York. It's not a yard, but we have a full roof to ourselves. There's like a spiral staircase in the living room that goes up to the roof. I don't know, it feels all a little bit too good to be true, so we'll see how that all goes. We're moving on Saturday, so we gotta get it all together. I don't think all of the furniture that's currently in our living room is going to fit in the new place because the living room is a little bit smaller. It's more of like an open layout place, and this apartment is the opposite of open layout. This room's open, and this room is like the best part of the apartment by far. I don't really like the rest of the apartment. This completely sold me because it's so gorgeous in here. But there's basically just like 3 small rooms and a couple closets off a long hallway, and then the kitchen is in the back. But in the new place, it's more open layout. You can see the kitchen from the living room, and then the bedroom is just right beside, separated by a wall, and there's floor-to-ceiling windows. It's a new building. I've never lived in a new building before. Yeah, I can't believe it's all happening. And I found the place by like posting on Instagram asking if any of you guys are moving, would like to give up your place to me, and that's how I found it. I highly suggest doing that if you're in New York. I've also passed this apartment off to a girl in that way, and I think that's how some of the best places in major cities like this can be found instead of just looking on Street Easy. It's how everyone I know who has a beautiful apartment that's not an outrageous price has found their place, actually. But basically this week and this month I've just been changing like my entire life in some way. Some different things have come up. You might notice I just cut off a lot of my hair. My hair was like down to here, and I was just over it. It was getting so tangly, and it's just been so dried out from the winter, and I gave it a chop. I have some layers. This is just an air dried. It definitely looks a lot better when I blow dry it out. It's like the whole curtain bangs sort of short layers look. It obviously looks better when it's styled. So I had my birthday. I turned 26. I had a lovely birthday. I still have some of my birthday flowers from my partner and friends. I got so many flowers this year, and they've just all been so beautiful. I had some lovely meals throughout the week with Siggy and also with friends, and it was just a nice like casual low-key way to celebrate. Siggy also booked us a trip to Miami for my birthday. We're not going until May, so we can sort out all of our moving stuff. I'm so thankful for how thoughtful and caring he is. Ooh, also this part's kind of sad, but it's also happy. I had to say goodbye to our pandemic car that we bought on a great deal. We had a 2015 Audi A6 that we bought at the very beginning of the pandemic, and we did our road trip in that car. We've done many road trips in that car, but it went across the country and back with us, and we put a ton of miles onto it. And unfortunately this month we found out that it just needed a lot of maintenance work to keep it running nicely, and the quote for that was almost half of what we paid for the car, and it just didn't seem worth it, so we decided to trade it in. We got almost what we paid for it when we bought it, which is kind of unheard of with cars, I feel like, but I think it's just because the used car market changed so much over that period of time, and we got a new car. It's not actually a brand new car, it's a new to us car. It feels so new in comparison to a 2015 car. It's crazy how the technology changes so fast with cars. I've never had a car with like CarPlay. Wanted an SUV, got a Q8, somehow one of our dream cars. Like, he's very into cars and it's rubbed off on me quite a lot. I think also because I've gotten so into racing, specifically Formula One, that I just love learning about cars. I love learning about working on cars. We have a project vintage Cadillac upstate, and also kind of a project but still running great 90 Jeep Cherokee. That one's kind of our snowmobile, but those cars stay up there, and this car is more of like our practical, not project car. I think we'll have it for a long time, and it's definitely more like a family car than a sedan. And it's funny, with our project Cadillac, we're planning to redo the interior and exterior to the exact colors of this car that we found used, so it just kind of felt meant to be. It has this beautiful, I always say it's Laszlo colored interior. It's a beautiful brown interior. Yeah, I'm obsessed and just feeling so grateful that that all worked out. Everything materially and visually and personally has just been changing, and it feels like it's all for the better. At the same time, I've been feeling a little more anxious lately. Don't do the best with change, specifically change in environment. I can be such a homebody. I mean, I work from home, stems from growing up with a split family, so just kind of like bouncing around between like my moms and grandparents and dads and other grandparents. Having like a secure place that's my own is so important to me. When it gets all like messed up, I find that I can get really anxious, because I've like placed so much emphasis on having that like stable home as an adult. Besides, in 2018 I traveled for like 8 months straight, and that was super fun, but I feel like I could never do that now because I love my home so much, and it's just a different season of life. But yeah, I'm excited for all the changes. I feel like so many of my close friends are going through big changes right now as well. It's just like a season of change. It's spring, everything's blooming. Let's get into stuff that we have to sort for moving. So we need to remove things from our walls, these lights. I hired a TaskRabbit to put them in, but I'm really in my DIY learning how to renovate simple things era, as the TikTok girlies would say. So I'm not gonna hire TaskRabbit. I'm gonna try to do this myself. I just bought like some cheaper flush mounts from Amazon, because the old ones actually broke when the TaskRabbit was here replacing this. And I am gonna replace these so we can take them with us. We have one in here. And here's my old office. It's just kind of in boxes right now, but I also have one up here, and I need to take these shelves off the wall too. We just got like the very simple, sorry, it's kind of dirty and disgusting in here because I need to vacuum since my desk got taken away, but we got like the nipple lights just because those were the cheapest like building grade lights to get. And no, I don't think it'll be that complicated. I know that the wires are colored. I know the basics of how to do it, so we'll see on that. This is all actually leftover inventory and packaging. I just got some of our denied returns shipped to me from our fulfillment center. If they're okay, we're gonna sell for like a steep discount as like a sample sale. Usually things are just denied if like the packaging's not included, or maybe there's like a little bit of wear, like someone clearly wore the item. So he was telling me I'm not allowed to do this before we move, or I'm gonna stress myself out too much. And then I sold these hallway lights to the girl who's moving in, so those are staying. I need to take this stuff off the wall. And here's our bedroom. We don't have our duvet cover on right now. I need to get this light off the wall. That's coming with us. Clear out our drawers and stuff. Oh, I also have to take these curtains down, and I think we're gonna take them upstate. moving day. There's definitely some chaos behind me. We still need to pack a few more things up. Movers are handling all of our furniture. I think we're gonna take the lights that we took down ourselves just to keep them protected. Like this lamp. Did install the builder grade flush vents ourselves and it was totally fine. It would have been a lot more fine if the ceilings weren't so high in here because this ladder isn't quite tall enough to reach, so it was a bit of a stretch, but we made it work. And yeah, we're pretty much all packed up. Most of my clothes fit in like a suitcase. Took all of our shelves off the wall. My other clothes are in like my weekender bag down here, and they're bringing wardrobe boxes. And we're gonna take some of this camera equipment ourselves and some of my favorite shoes ourselves too. Right now we've just been unpacking, getting things organized, but we've made some serious progress on the boxes, so I thought I would give you guys a first little look. We got all our plants in. Some of our furniture is going to be moving upstate just because the space is smaller than our last, but here is our current setup. Here's the man. I need to like clean and steam our couch after moving, but most of our furniture made it in here just fine. We need to hang these lights up. I'm gonna put the pendant in here and then one in our bedroom as well. There's some other lights that I think I'll want to replace with some flush mounts. Yeah, you see over here we have a spiral staircase which goes up to a private roof terrace, which is such a dream in New York City. I kind of can't believe it. This table is going to be going upstate because it's too big for the space. I love it so much, I don't want to get rid of it. And I think these chairs are going to be coming too. I haven't decided. You guys will have to let me know what you think. I have the window open, so sorry if it's loud. If we should get like a small circular table or if we should just kind of leave that space open. It definitely needs to be smaller than what's there right now. And everything back here is just stuff that we still kind of need to deal with, like Siggy's camera equipment. We have some shelves we need to hang. This light still needs hung up. I think I'm gonna do it in the corner here. This chair is going upstate, and then we have like some cleaning supplies and stuff. I guess this goes up to our private roof, which is crazy. We're definitely gonna have like a dining setup up there. I'll show you guys around in a second. Then here is our bathroom. It's nice and clean and modern. I don't think we'll really be making many changes in here. I want to hang up this art. Maybe I'll get a new bath mat. We have this wooden painted black one that's gotten a little bit gross. Here's me. It's a rental, so we probably shouldn't really do this, but we were talking about swapping out this faucet to be chrome so it matches everything else and feels a little nicer. And we have our shower head in there that we're gonna swap out for a nicer like rainfall shower head. We brought that from our last place, and oh my god, I can't believe we have bathroom storage. This place is so much smaller than our last, but the storage makes it feel bigger, I swear. We didn't have anything like this in our last place. This is Laszlo's toy bin. We're keeping this side table in here, but I think it's actually gonna move over here and we'll have the wine rack on top because like I said, this is gonna move. We'll have to see with everything. Our kitchen's small, but it's honestly really well designed, and I like that it faces the living room. In our last place, it was at the opposite end of the apartment, so anytime we had people over for dinner, it was just a little strange because you couldn't hang out and cook. I have a dishwasher, which is a bit rare in New York City apartments. I've spent this morning kind of organizing. I'm gonna link the organizational stuff that I've purchased below because this drawer is super skinny, so we couldn't find like a pre-made organizer that would fit, but I found these wood dividers that are super customizable on Amazon that were quite affordable, so that's great there. And then this morning I built these steel shelves so that we could stack things a little bit nicer in our cabinets. And here too. And then we just have our essentials up here. I've already went and bought flowers because I actually live close to a Trader Joe's now and I can get really affordable, beautiful flowers. It's so exciting. And then you turn around here. We actually have a pantry, which is amazing. And here's the bedroom. This is so much bigger than our last bedroom. We're gonna hang the pendant light here. Everything's floor to ceiling windows. I like the curtains in here, but I think we might change them in the other room for some nicer like custom curtains eventually. They're a little like torn up and gross right now. They came with the apartment. We can actually lift up our storage bed and use it, so we have plenty of space down here. These chairs are going upstate. One of these mirrors is going. Then we're gonna have to sort out where we want like our dresser and stuff to go. I think this chrome table might go in the living room once the dining table's gone. Some plants are super happy in the window. Biggie and I are sharing a closet, so it's a little tight right now, but we're gonna make it work. And then we actually have a mudroom, which is really nice. So some shoe storage is gonna happen out here. I think we need to get a bigger shoe rack, and we have our trash out here. And then I wanna hang shelves and the clothing rack just up the wall here. And then I have to go check on my laundry right now, which is on the roof, so I'll show you guys up there. Look at that. So everything that's currently up here was inherited from previous tenants. I think we're gonna keep some of it, and some of it we're definitely gonna switch it up. I'm gonna show you guys, I've been mood boarding the design plans for up here, which has been really fun. There's so much broken glass up here when we moved in, so I've been cleaning all of that up. We still have more cleaning to do for sure. I wanna get some big like planter boxes to go around here. We inherited a barbecue, which is amazing. So we have this section, and then we have a privacy screen, and our neighbor's roof is over there. And we're gonna have to figure it all out, but I'm so excited to have like dinner parties and host friends up here. It's gonna be so nice. So when we moved in, this crate was here, but there's a lock on it, and we don't have a key. I asked the girl who lived here before, and she told us it was the tenants before her. So I bought a bolt cutter, and we're gonna try to cut this off. Whoa. Okay, wow, I think we inherited a bunch of camping gear. There's so much random stuff in here. Siggy and I were just talking about buying tennis rackets because we live super close to courts. So this is exciting. Is that a snowboarding helmet or a ski helmet? Oh my god. Do you see that price tag? You guys, I'm so confused. Filming on my MacBook camera to wrap up this vlog. You guys just saw that I just found what I didn't realize when I was filming that clip. It's actually like thousands of dollars worth of really nice like camping and sports equipment, diving gear, snowboarding and skiing gear. Just insane. There's like a camping grill in there. Definitely to the point where I feel bad that I somehow have this person's stuff, but I have no idea whose stuff it is. And it's been up there for years, so clearly they don't care about it either. But I don't know, I'm just experiencing some crazy good luck lately is what it feels like, with so many like random occurrences. I don't really keep up with like astrology or anything, but you guys should let me know if there's any reason for these things happening, because typically I don't consider myself a lucky person, but in the last couple of months I'm just getting this random luck in so many different ways, and I hope it's not waiting to even itself out, although I'm sure it is in some way. But we got some lights hung. I'm looking at one right now. I'm gonna wrap up this vlog. I'm sure there will be more as we continue to work on this space. Also, I have a lot more renovation vlogs coming upstate. I'm just loving doing all of the home stuff and designing. Like I showed you my mood board for up there, and I cannot wait to design that, although I really want to do it on a budget because this is obviously a rental and a temporary space, and I would much rather funnel my money to the house that I own that I can actually make a return on. So we'll see about that, but I want to make it look really nice up there and just like an extension of the apartment. I have some friends' birthday parties tonight, so I need to go out gift shopping for them. I think I'm gonna make them some bouquets since I'm basically a hobby florist now. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you want to keep up with updates in real time, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. I'll see you super soon. Bye!